Hey, you already know what it is. We back with another episode of the Game Changers podcast. So I'm your host, Boss Man Jay. I got my brothers, my partners, the Game Changers, DJ, Mayor Socrates,
Yo,
Gnome G. What's going on, fellas?
what's going on? What it do?
Yeah.
Hey, we in here one more time. Almost the end of the year. We back. I just wanted to bring this topic up, man. I just saw some
He
little
got
crazy stuff. I saw some little crazy stuff going on with Cam Newton. I know we talk about Cam a lot on this podcast. I fuck with Cam. But Cam had an interview with Natalie Nunn, which I didn't understand in the first place. I didn't get that. But he had an interview with Miss Natalie Nunn from the Baddies. And
we don't call that
Natalie
bitch no
basically
miss.
Natalie basically was explaining the qualities of a baddie and what they bring to a relationship. So I think Cam was kind of getting tired of her ass with all this old dumb shit, but she couldn't answer the question. So I wanted to bring that up and see what you guys' reaction was to this. So let's can we play that video?
Why should a man take a baddie serious?
Do you know what the first thing that came to my mind? Or do you want me to say something else?
Me?
You want me to tell you the truth?
But the whole truth.
Because I pay the bills. Because I'm a boss. So how much more serious does it need to get?
Wow.
You're talking about you.
I'm just saying baddies. Baddies pay the bills. All my baddies get money. Every last one of them are rich. I know what I pay these girls. They make more money than anybody in America on a 9 to 5, you got a good job. My bitches is paid. Okay. So at the end of the day, you said, why should anyone take a baddie serious? Because we pay the fucking bills.
Why should a man?
Because we pay the bills.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What if you're dealing with a man?
It doesn't matter. First of all, I deal with Jacob. And, but my baddies, I got a couple of baddies that.
I'm not speaking in
No, wait,
your
so my
dynamic. I'm talking about
baddie,
just in general.
Anna is dating an MLB player.
Okay.
I don't really know much about baseball. But, I grew up in the Bay, the A's, the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go to, like, some of those games that, like, they give kids tickets at the schools or whatever.
She even answered the question. Is what I'm like. What the fuck are you?
At the end of the day,
What do you bring to the table?
at the end of the day, this girl got little girls looking up to her, and this is what the example is. Nigga, the world's
That's
in
a poor
trouble.
quality woman. That's a poor quality woman
The
right
world's
there.
in trouble. Fellas,
I mean,
And any
fellas, stay in your daughter's life. Teach them.
yeah.
That that's what your daughter can be.
because she ain't
For
say shit with substance. All she holler about is we pay the bill. We pay the bill. That ain't what that
Stay in
man
your
asked you.
daughter's
He
life.
asked you, what do y'all bring
Well,
to the table?
Lil Duval call it, when he be hanging out with his daughter, he call it, I forgot what he called it, but he basically saying he being around his daughter to prevent her from being a thought.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean,
I feel
you
it.
just got to
I
do the
feel it.
history. You just got to do the history of Natalie Nunn. So she came in with with reality TV, and when reality TV started turning the dating shows like the Flavor of Love and all of those shows that came in the mid 2000s and all of that, the early 2000s, all those dating shows, all the fucking
Bad
dating
Girls
shows.
Club.
Yeah, Bad Girls Club. When they wanted to turn it and make it more edgy, she came in with the Bad Girls Club. So they got all those girls in there fighting and making it to where
No, hold
females
on. Natalie came in with Baddies on the Zeus
No.
Network. She was on Bad Girls Club. She was on the show. It wasn't her. But
She
yeah.
started
So
with Bad Girls Club.
Yeah, well,
Bad Girls Club.
Yeah, so I'm just making the introduction. You know how she got introduced into reality TV was
Yeah.
through the Bad Girls Club. So this is when
Yes, for sure.
reality TV and all these people, these executives wanted to make it more edgy and new fighting and all that would bring viewership. So she's been in the game, 15 some plus years or something, molding girls to maneuver that way, and she's made a lot of money that way. So her
Yeah.
answering Cam like that is not surprising. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, I mean, that's how she is. She's controversial, and she pretty much disrespectful. I mean, that's how she made her money.
Masculine.
Yeah, masculine, being controversial, and not really trying to answer no questions. Now, did she make some women some money? Hell yeah, she done probably made these girls these money. She probably not lying about
Sound like
that.
she pimping them too.
But
Sound like a pimp.
yeah, she
Yeah.
pimping. I heard about that. Like she's like a madame type. Like she's basically, moving girl, doing her whatever thing, being basically like you said, a pimp, a madame, or she's putting girls in these different places to make money and all of that. But at the end of the day, we already know that the imagery that they trying to kick to a lot of these girls is that you could be ratchet as hell, fight a whole bunch of other females, be messy, you can still make money. But we know in the real world, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment. Like, there ain't people, you can't run around acting like that and thinking you're going to be making money for real. You know what I'm saying? Females got to be professional. You got to be smooth in the way you act and maneuver. You can't be running around fighting. They fight every day on these damn shows. Y'all think y'all can do that in real life and be successful? That ain't real. That's just TV. You know what I'm saying?
And yet, I wanted to bring up one other thing. Okay, now a little more context to the situation. Yes, Natalie came in on the Bad Girls Club back in the day, right? But this guy Lemmy from Zeus Network, the young black dude, he was starting Zeus Network up, and he was starting with all those creators. You remember King Bop and a lot of those comedians who's making a lot of those skits? They had made whole shows on the Zeus Network. Yes, from Vine, exactly. Okay, so he had partnered with those guys. Supposedly, he got a foothold at Zeus and dumped them niggas.
Backdoored them.
He backdoored them niggas and went to get the most salacious, the most controversial
started the network
content that he could. And they stole the idea, Baddies, from the Bad Girls Club, and he just brought it over and made it more, I guess it was looked at as more urban.
More raunchy.
To be real. Yeah. So that kind of what she's being used for herself. So she, in a sense, she's being pimped by him. He's using her to get to these girls, which she is kind of, the language, it does sound like she kind of pimping them, you know what I mean? So I just don't like it when a woman leads with money. Bitch, we know you. We don't care if you got money, especially a man who want to be with you. A man who want to be with you does not care that you paying the bills. Which a man who want to be with you probably wouldn't let you pay the bills because you're gonna be talking like you the fucking man. So nah, that's why, fellas, when she's paying the bills, she gets to talk like that. You know what I mean? So that's why, again, we talked about this on this podcast before. As a man, you gotta have some money, bro. How you can't talk if you ain't got nothing. You ain't, you come into a relationship with a woman like this, she gonna little boy you. She gonna little boy you because you don't pay no bills. And that's the first thing gonna come out of her mouth is, well, I pay the bills. This is my house. This my this and that. So as a man dealing with a woman like this, you better be getting just as much money as she is or more. Cause she ain't gonna respect you. She ain't gonna respect you. The first thing she gonna say is, well, I pay the bills, I get money, I got this, I do this. And that's what I hate about Natalie Nunn. That's one thing I really detest about this lady.
But she act like she pretty. Bitch, you not pretty at all.
Not at all. I ain't gonna lie, that chin, bruh, it ain't right.
Like maybe she look better in person, but from what I seen on TV, man, and the pictures, you are not pretty. So like you lucky that man married you.
I mean,
but
picture looks better than in person. I mean, the video. But the picture looks better than the video.
Man, I wish I could just shut my mouth, huh?
Have you tried?
Yeah.
Cam was getting tired of her ass, man. She didn't look too good in the video to me. The picture look better than the video to me, in my opinion. But yeah,
Yeah,
she's
but the
not really
state.
good looking. And again, it's predatory. This industry that they're in is predatory. They get younger girls. That's how we know Christian Rock, right? From fighting on these little shows, and she just so happened to be one of the girls that kind of stuck around and been around in the industry, and now she's a celebrity, I guess you would say, a C-list celebrity, D-list celebrity. So yeah, fellas, stay in your daughter's lives, please, because you don't want your daughter's aspiration to be fucking being a D-list celebrity or some baddies. Which, man, if your daughter a baddie, bro, I'm gonna say a little prayer for you, bro, because I know you're going through it. I know you've been going through a little ass anyway, because these baddies, these little females is crazy, man. That's like you said, that's all they do. They talk like men, they masculine as hell, they fight, they keep up drama, and it's sickening. It's sickening. They bring the fat ones in there, the skinny ones, the tall and the short ones. They don't give a damn. As long as you'll go on there and act a fool and fight and keep up mess, hey, you baddies material. Natalie Nunn got a check for you.
Yeah, and that's just sad. It's just like you could be a female that's great for a man and be a real baddie. You ain't gotta have, because I know the definition of baddie, what they trying to is this ratchetness that they promoting, but you don't need to do that like to get respect or be respected. You could be a lady. There ain't no reason for you to be a, just be a bitch to be a bitch, and then make everybody.
Nothing wrong with being a lady.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. That's just, but I mean, and ladies should just realize that's what she's been molded to do. That she's molded to promote females to move like that. Like that's what she's getting the big money for. Like, so. Yeah, it'd have been cool for her to just, answer Cam's question with respect, but clearly she wasn't moving in a respectful manner. So, and it wasn't.
She didn't answer.
There was no answer. What do a baddie? That was a loaded question. Cam knew what he was doing.
just showing how ignorant she is. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, definitely.
How low substance of a woman she is.
Yeah, low substance woman for sure. But if y'all get a chance, go watch that whole interview, man. It's really it's eye opening. Of course, it might make you sad if you're looking toward the future. If you got daughters, if you got but it is it's where we at in society right now. And I want to bring this topic up into it because I saw Nicki Minaj, one of the people or one of the females who kind of ushered in this kind of baddie era, and she basically went crazy on her fan base because her fan base called her out for going to speak on behalf of these politicians and political groups that she been trying to inch closer to all of a sudden, because they say she's trying to get a pardon for her husband. But yeah, she basically went all the way the other way, trying to campaign for Trump and Israel and all this same thing we've been seeing from these celebrities. And her fans called her out about it. So she come out with a tweet. Nicki Minaj comes out with a tweet saying, "Okay, I'm not going to put out the album anymore. No more music. Hope you're happy now. Bye, Barbs. Love you for life." The Barbs have turned their back on Nicki Minaj. Go ahead, Mayor Socrates.
And that's the main reason why she ain't putting that album out, because she didn't want them sales to look bad. She didn't want Cardi B and everybody else to be able to say that they want her, and she's washed up like she really is. So that's why she canceled it, because everybody done turned their backs on her, which they should have done this a long time ago when you married that pig.
Well, I think we talked about this one other time, and let's be fair on the Game Changers, you know what I mean? They said that the dude caught the charge when he was a minor himself, and the chick was a minor. So they could get a little iffy, man. We don't really, but nonetheless,
y'all saying that she's doing some of this to get a pardon for her husband?
Yes, that's what the word was. That's what I heard online, of course, allegedly. We don't know. But
I
yeah,
mean,
that's what I kind of
if
heard
that
around.
is somewhere the case, I mean, you can't really knock her for that if she's trying to look out for her husband. Sometimes you might have to,
Mm.
go. Sometimes you might have to do something that drop your integrity for your
But
husband
but
or
comp-
somebody.
but compromise, like, come on now.
I mean, a lot of people. I mean, it ain't no different. It ain't really no difference if somebody's child get locked up and you sell your house for your to try to help
Mm.
for your kid. I mean, she's just doing it.
Damn, I ain't never heard that.
I
Let them
mean,
cook.
she
Go
just.
ahead, DJ.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, he
Man,
breaking out a little bit, but I ain't never heard nobody
he
put
got
that equate that to nigga. That was an interesting argument right there, Meritocracy.
No, what I'm saying is like when it come down to like a loved one, you kind of do whatever. So I feel like
Mm.
yeah, what she doing might be crazy and wrong, but in her eyes, she doing what's right for her husband.
And I mean, people need to look at it from this standpoint, man. Look, stop getting your personal feelings and your
Exactly.
personal
Yeah.
thoughts, political thoughts. Sometimes your
Yeah.
with these entertainers, they're there to entertain you. Okay, they
Exactly.
not real. Nicki
Exactly.
Minaj, that's her stage persona. That's her.
Right.
That's not her as
Right.
whatever her real legal her
Right.
legal name is. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Onika.
exactly what I was saying. That's exactly what I'd be saying about like athletes. I'd be saying myself, like with R. Kelly. I'm saying I'm a fan of the music. What he do in
Yeah.
his personal life, that's him. Like I don't know nothing about his personal life.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the music. So you gotta be
Yeah.
able to understand the balance. So what Nicki
Yeah.
Minaj doing, you might not like and accept it, but shit. I mean, if a lot of people was in her position, they'd probably do the same thing too.
Yeah.
Well,
I
her
look at
fan base have dumped her because of it. Go ahead, no.
But yeah, but they was in that position, they would be doing that too. They dumping it because it's just Donald Trump and everybody, it's just a bandwagon.
yeah, like
Cause they
Mm.
doing probably way worse for they man than what Nicki Minaj doing. You know what I'm saying? Whoever the females talking shit about, they niggas probably got them fucking hauling drugs for them and shit. Can fucking lose they life and shit, be out their kids' life. She just trying to do something to get her man out.
you people just got to realize to separate the art from the individual. So you can enjoy the art of somebody and not necessarily be cool with the individual or agree with what they do, but you could like a song, you could like this. Oh yeah, I enjoyed that. That remind me of this time. People get too personally involved and attached with artists, celebrities, and all this other stuff. Like they there to entertain us, man. Don't get all involved in they political. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if you around them all day, every day, and you see what they did, you probably want to you want to probably be rocking with them. You like them for what you like them for. You like her for the music, and you like her for her fashion sense and all of that. Once you start going past all of that, trying to get like you know her and you gonna be
Your
cooked. So
identity is tied to what she do and this and that. Like these people' identity is tied to being a barb. They have
right,
a
I'm
whole
a
community.
bar. You know what I mean? Like Beyonce, the Beehive. Once you identify as that, you already got mental illness problems, in my opinion, because you can't even identify yourself as an individual person that just likes a song or music. No, I'm a barb. No, I'm a part of the Beehive. No, I'm whatever. Even you know what I mean. And then yes, we talking about the ladies right now, but even guys that are fanned out. That's why Eminem made stands back in the day. Because even dudes get fanned out over male celebrities and dudes and, mad when they do. Like, bruh, that's another grown man. Leave that nigga be what he gonna do. If you like a song, cool. But don't worry about what this motherfucker got going on. Like, nigga, you supposed to worry about what you got going on in your own life. I would not personally get mad at an artist that I like and they one did. Like, okay, that's your motherfucking life. I just like the song over here. That song cool. That's a good song. I enjoy your song, bro. Salute to you. But
Hey, the Drake and Kendrick beef had niggas really mad at each other. Real life in the streets. It was so it was a real ideological war. You can't be a Drake and Kendrick fan. You had to pick a side. It was like, it's crazy.
Yeah, like
A lot of other times people say, it's entertainment till it goes a little too far. Like the Big and Tupac shit.
it's like y'all just I don't know, man. But just back. But see, if to bring that point up, not to get too far off this Nicki thing and everything, but just to bring up that point though. Back in those days, it was easier to manipulate the public against one another because it was just magazines. It wasn't people going on the internet with vlogs and all these different posts with social media. You had to just go through a magazine and or look at MTV or BET or whatever, and they would tell you what was going on. So they could manipulate what was going on for real. But now
Facts.
we can go and in real time see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Fact. Somebody gonna be in the crowd with a camera, with an opinion, on the scene.
Yeah,
Back then, we had to wait 2 weeks to get the news. What happened in New York with Jay-Z and somebody,
Right. So what celebrities now is like, if you getting so involved to where you think, you gotta crash out because of something. I'm like, bruh, you can see this shit is all WWE right now. Y'all can see that this ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was easier to believe back in the day. Like, now it's like, come on, man, get a grip. Especially if you a grown-ass person in your 30s, 40s, and you over here talking about you a barb or you a beehive. Man, you don't go take care of some real responsibilities. Oh, shut your ass up with that. And like I said, just not just the ladies, but the guys too that are Kendrick fans and I won't listen to Drake.
Let me tell you
I won't listen to Kendrick because of
I'm gonna tell you a personal story. We had that argument in this group. Matter of fact, Mayor Socrates was here, T. Horton, all the guys from down south. But when Memphis was going through that thing with Dolph and Yo Gotti, bro, it really literally split people, down, split you straight down the line because it was a real thing. You can't be on both sides. You had to pick a side. And like, just for instance, throughout history, we've seen that you said the Biggie and Tupac. At that time back then, bro, me being from Mississippi, I was on Biggie's side until later in life, Tupac music started making more sense to me, and I was like, oh damn, he was a dope artist. But I didn't know that as a kid. And like you said, this is when we were kids. If you're a grown ass person and you can't differentiate this shit by now, bro, I'm gonna pray for you. Cause
man, that
real.
That East Coast, West Coast shit had us even splitting up our own little ass town. And that town ain't that big. We split it up. We had the west side, we had the east side, we had the park side. Man.
For real, hey, he is not lying. I remember that shit, bro. That's crazy.
Well, you couldn't get caught over there in that oil mill. But you couldn't go. We couldn't go out there in that project.
What we saw.
Damn right, and I wouldn't dare go out there in that project.
But
I had family out there and wouldn't go.
East side, west side, beach.
Yeah, and see, but I'm glad y'all bringing this up because just to turn it back into what we're talking about with Nicki and everybody. This is and just to go into some of our shows we've talked about in the past. This is how powerful the music can be if we don't have mediation or we don't have these type of platforms that can break it down in the instance, so people can really realize that you got to be able to disconnect the entertainment from real life, and when you can't can't disconnect art from reality or reality from art. That's where the mix-up becomes dangerous because once again, they're sitting here so worried about her going to Turning Point USA and doing all of this. Are y'all that surprised? She is there for the money. She there to figure out how she can stay relevant, how she can help her family or people out. Don't get too mixed up to think that just you like her art or the reality of who she may be for real and the reality of her actual situation. And any one of these celebrities out here, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy the art for what it is and don't get too caught up in the realities of what they got going on. Because you might not agree with it and you might not like it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Hey, I agree. 100%. We can leave it right there for now, you know what I'm saying? We talk about all kind of issues here on the Game Change. I know this was an entertainment topic, but we talk about sports, we talk about current events, we talk about politics, everything that comes up in the news cycle. We talk about it right here on the Game Changers podcast. Y'all stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe.
Hey, and don't forget to hit that damn notification bell, man. So when we go live, you can get your own slice of this pie.
Peace out.